Bruno Mars is proving once again why he remains one of the biggest names in global music. At a time when the music industry is changing faster than ever, his latest solo album, The Romantic, continues to dominate streaming platforms, radio stations, and international music charts months after its release. While many albums experience a quick rise before fading away, The Romantic has done the exact opposite. It has maintained remarkable momentum, fueling conversations across social media and strengthening Bruno Mars' reputation as one of the most consistent hitmakers of his generation. Before we dive deeper into today's story, make sure to subscribe, leave a like, and share your thoughts in the comments. Do you believe The Romantic is Bruno Mars' greatest album so far? Or do you think another era still holds that title? Let us know, because your opinion could be featured in our next video. Released in February 2026, The Romantic immediately attracted worldwide attention. Fans had been waiting years for a completely new Bruno Mars solo project, and expectations were incredibly high. Industry analysts questioned whether he could once again redefine modern pop, R&B, funk, and soul the way he had with his previous albums. As it turns out, the answer has been a resounding yes. One of the biggest driving forces behind the album's success is the smash hit single, I Just Might. The song quickly became one of the defining records of 2026, earning massive streaming numbers while dominating radio playlists around the world. Week after week, it continued holding a strong position on the Billboard radio songs chart, proving that audiences simply could not get enough of Bruno Mars' signature vocals and timeless production. Music critics praised the track for combining emotional storytelling with unforgettable melodies. Fans described it as both nostalgic and refreshing, blending classic Bruno Mars elements with a modern sound that appealed to longtime listeners, as well as a new generation discovering his music for the first time. Streaming platforms also reflected the song's extraordinary popularity. Millions of daily streams continued pouring in months after release, something rarely achieved in today's highly competitive music landscape. Instead of fading after its initial launch, I Just Might kept attracting new listeners through playlists, social media clips, live performances, and word-of-mouth recommendations. The success of The Romantic is not limited to a single song. Multiple tracks from the album have generated significant attention, creating impressive streaming totals that demonstrate remarkable consistency across the entire project. Rather than relying on one viral hit, Bruno Mars delivered an album that fans wanted to experience from beginning to end. Industry experts point to several reasons behind this sustained success. First, Bruno Mars focused on timeless songwriting instead of chasing temporary trends. Second, his live performances throughout the Romantic tour introduced the songs to stadium audiences across multiple continents. Every concert became another opportunity for thousands of fans to reconnect with the album, leading to another wave of streaming once the shows concluded. Concert footage spread rapidly across TikTok, Instagram, X, and YouTube, giving millions of people a glimpse into the spectacular production. Viral clips featuring emotional performances of I Just Might continued circulating online, encouraging even casual listeners to revisit the album. But while the music continued breaking records, another story quietly began capturing the attention of fans around the world. People were no longer talking only about the charts. They started asking questions about Bruno Mars' personal life. And one name repeatedly appeared in those conversations: Jessica Caban. For years, Jessica Caban has been known as Bruno Mars' longtime partner. Unlike many celebrity relationships constantly making headlines, theirs has often remained remarkably private. They have consistently avoided oversharing intimate moments, allowing their relationship to exist largely away from the spotlight. However, as The Romantic became one of the year's biggest albums, fans naturally began searching for inspiration behind its heartfelt lyrics. Social media users analyzed every verse, every romantic line, and every emotional performance, wondering whether real-life experiences had influenced Bruno's songwriting. Some listeners believe the album reflects maturity, commitment, and emotional growth that naturally come from a long-term relationship. Others argue that songwriting often blends imagination with personal experiences, making it impossible to determine exactly which lyrics are autobiographical. Neither Bruno Mars nor Jessica Caban has publicly confirmed that any specific song on The Romantic was written directly about their relationship. Without confirmation from the artists themselves, these interpretations remain fan theories rather than established facts. That has not stopped online discussions from growing stronger. Every interview, every concert appearance, and every public sighting has been carefully examined by devoted fans looking for clues. The mystery surrounding Bruno Mars' private life has only increased public curiosity, especially because he continues to keep personal matters separate from his professional success. This contrast has become one of the defining aspects of Bruno Mars' career. On stage, he commands sold-out stadiums with unmatched charisma. Off stage, he maintains one of the entertainment industry's most private personal lives. Ironically, that privacy has fueled even greater fascination. During the Romantic tour, fans noticed that Bruno consistently poured extraordinary emotion into performances of several songs from the album. Audience members described these moments as some of the most heartfelt performances of the entire show. Videos quickly accumulated millions of views as viewers debated the meaning behind his expressions and vocal delivery. Yet despite endless speculation, Bruno Mars has never encouraged rumors or invited unnecessary attention toward his relationship. Instead, he has remained focused on the music itself, allowing listeners to create their own emotional connections with every song. That artistic approach may actually explain why The Romantic continues thriving months after its release. Rather than presenting obvious answers, the album leaves room for interpretation. Listeners can project their own experiences onto the lyrics, making each song feel deeply personal regardless of its original inspiration. In today's streaming era, emotional authenticity often determines whether an album disappears after a few weeks or becomes a lasting success. The Romantic appears to have achieved exactly that. Its songs continue generating conversations because people see pieces of their own lives reflected in the music. Meanwhile, Bruno Mars continues expanding his legacy. The album's commercial performance has strengthened his position among the world's biggest recording artists, while its critical reception reinforces his reputation as an exceptional songwriter and performer. Every new milestone, from streaming records to sold-out concerts, adds another chapter to an already extraordinary career. Perhaps the most remarkable achievement is that Bruno Mars has managed to balance overwhelming commercial success with artistic credibility. Few artists can dominate charts while maintaining respect from critics, musicians, and devoted fans alike. As 2026 continues, many industry observers expect The Romantic to remain one of the year's defining albums. With radio airplay still strong, streaming numbers remaining impressive, and global audiences continuing to embrace the music, the album shows little sign of slowing down. Whether fans are celebrating the chart success of I Just Might, discussing the emotional themes throughout The Romantic, or wondering if Jessica Caban inspired parts of the album, one fact remains undeniable. Bruno Mars has once again created music that keeps the entire world talking. And perhaps that is the greatest achievement of all. The biggest artists don't simply release hit songs. They create moments that become part of popular culture. With The Romantic, Bruno Mars has done exactly that, delivering an album that dominates the charts while inspiring countless conversations about love, commitment, and the stories behind the music. As fans continue following every milestone, every concert, and every new achievement, one question remains. What will Bruno Mars accomplish next? And will he ever reveal how much of The Romantic was inspired by real life? Until that day comes, the music will continue speaking for itself, and millions of listeners around the world will keep pressing play. As the remarkable success of The Romantic continues, entertainment insiders are beginning to view the album as more than just another commercial victory. Instead, many believe it represents a defining chapter in Bruno Mars' career, showcasing not only his ability to create timeless music, but also his evolution as an artist capable of connecting with audiences on a deeper emotional level. One of the most fascinating aspects surrounding the album is how naturally listeners have connected its themes with Bruno Mars' long-term relationship with Jessica Caban. Although the couple has remained intensely private throughout the years, fans continue searching for subtle connections between Bruno's lyrics and his personal life. Across social media, countless discussions attempt to decode the meaning behind songs from The Romantic. Some listeners point to recurring themes of loyalty, enduring love, emotional vulnerability, and finding stability after years in the spotlight. Others believe the album reflects the perspective of someone who has experienced both the excitement and challenges of maintaining a relationship while living under constant public attention. It is important to note that Bruno Mars has never publicly confirmed that Jessica Caban served as the direct inspiration for any specific song on the album. Likewise, Jessica herself has remained silent regarding the interpretations circulating online. As a result, these discussions remain entirely speculative, driven by fan curiosity rather than official confirmation. That mystery has only amplified public interest. Unlike many celebrity couples who regularly share personal milestones across social media, Bruno Mars and Jessica Caban have consistently chosen discretion. Their rare public appearances often become major entertainment headlines precisely because they happen so infrequently. Entertainment reporters have repeatedly described their relationship as one of Hollywood's most private long-term romances. Instead of allowing headlines to define their relationship, they have focused on supporting one another away from the constant glare of cameras. Many fans now believe that this privacy gives Bruno Mars the freedom to express emotions through music without feeling pressured to explain every lyric. Rather than offering detailed explanations in interviews, he allows listeners to interpret the songs based on their own experiences. Ironically, this artistic choice has become part of the album's enduring appeal. Every listener hears something slightly different. Some hear a celebration of lasting love. Others hear reflections on personal growth. Still others interpret the songs as fictional stories crafted through Bruno Mars' extraordinary songwriting abilities. Whatever the true inspiration may be, the emotional authenticity has resonated with audiences around the globe. Meanwhile, the romantic continues reaching impressive milestones that few albums achieve months after release. Streaming numbers remain exceptionally strong. Radio stations continue featuring I Just Might in heavy rotation, and the album consistently appears in weekly chart discussions. Industry analysts note that maintaining this level of performance requires more than an enthusiastic fan base. It requires music with genuine staying power. The ongoing success has also generated renewed attention toward Bruno Mars' earlier catalog. Fans discovering the romantic are revisiting classics such as Just the Way You Are, When I Was Your Man, Locked Out of Heaven, That's What I Like, and 24K Magic. This renewed interest has significantly boosted streams across his entire discography, demonstrating how one successful project can reignite appreciation for an artist's complete body of work. Another factor contributing to the album's momentum has been the overwhelming response to the romantic tour. Every performance introduces thousands of concertgoers to the emotional atmosphere of the new songs, while videos recorded by fans continue spreading across digital platforms within minutes of each show ending. Several performances of I Just Might have gone viral because of Bruno Mars' vocal delivery and emotional stage presence. Viewers frequently comment that the live version feels even more intimate than the studio recording, adding another layer to the song's already powerful reputation. At the same time, Jessica Caban's name continues trending whenever fans speculate about Bruno Mars' personal inspiration. Online communities regularly revisit old interviews, public appearances, and photographs of the couple, searching for details that might explain the emotional themes explored throughout the romantic. Yet despite years of public curiosity, the couple has never allowed speculation to overshadow Bruno Mars' music. Their decision to protect their private lives has arguably strengthened public respect for their relationship. In an era where personal details are often shared instantly, Bruno Mars and Jessica Caban represent a different approach, one built on privacy, consistency, and keeping the focus on meaningful work rather than constant publicity. That balance may be one of the reasons Bruno Mars continues enjoying such widespread admiration. Fans appreciate not only his extraordinary musical talent, but also his ability to separate his career from unnecessary controversy. Looking ahead, music analysts believe the romantic still has significant potential to collect additional achievements before the year concludes. Awards season is approaching, streaming numbers remain healthy, and I Just Might continues performing strongly across multiple platforms. If this momentum continues, the album could become one of the defining releases of 2026. For Bruno Mars, however, the greatest accomplishment may not simply be another chart record. It may be proving that authenticity, exceptional songwriting, unforgettable live performances, and a carefully protected personal life can still create one of the most compelling success stories in modern music. As millions of fans continue listening, debating lyrics, and wondering whether Jessica Caban quietly influenced one of the biggest albums of the year, Bruno Mars remains focused on what he has always done best, letting the music speak louder than the rumors. As conversations surrounding the romantic continue to grow, another interesting trend has emerged among music fans and industry observers. Instead of focusing solely on chart numbers or streaming milestones, more people are beginning to analyze the broader impact the album is having on Bruno Mars' career. Many now believe that the romantic represents a new era, one that combines commercial success with artistic maturity in a way few artists are able to achieve. Throughout 2026, entertainment publications have repeatedly highlighted Bruno Mars' remarkable consistency. In an industry where trends change almost overnight, maintaining long-term relevance has become increasingly difficult. Yet Bruno Mars continues to demonstrate that authentic songwriting, exceptional musicianship, and memorable live performances remain powerful enough to capture global audiences. One of the biggest reasons behind this success is the emotional connection listeners have developed with the album. Rather than relying on short-lived viral moments, the romantic offers songs that encourage repeat listening. Fans often describe discovering new meanings each time they revisit the album, allowing the music to evolve alongside their own personal experiences. I Just Might perfectly illustrates this phenomenon. Months after its release, the song continues receiving extensive airplay while maintaining impressive streaming figures. Music programmers have praised its universal appeal, noting that it resonates across multiple demographics. Younger audiences appreciate its modern production, while longtime Bruno Mars fans recognize the timeless melodies and heartfelt vocal performance that have become his trademark. The continued popularity of the single has also fueled renewed interest in Bruno Mars' songwriting process. Fans frequently discuss how he blends classic soul, contemporary pop, R&B, funk, and romantic storytelling into a sound that feels both familiar and completely original. That ability to bridge generations has become one of his greatest strengths. At the center of many of these conversations remains Jessica Caban. Although neither Bruno Mars nor Jessica has publicly connected the album to their relationship, many listeners naturally associate the themes of commitment and emotional stability with the couple's long-standing partnership. Over the years, their relationship has stood out because of its remarkable longevity in an industry often defined by highly publicized breakups and constant media attention. Unlike many celebrity couples, Bruno Mars and Jessica Caban rarely respond to rumors. They seldom address speculation directly, choosing instead to keep their private lives away from headlines whenever possible. This decision has created an unusual dynamic where the less they say publicly, the more curious fans become. Online communities continue examining interviews from previous years, searching for comments that might provide insight into Bruno Mars' perspective on love, relationships, and personal happiness. While these discussions remain speculative, they demonstrate just how invested audiences have become in understanding the stories behind his music. Some entertainment commentators argue that Bruno Mars' refusal to explain every lyric actually strengthens the emotional impact of his songs. Without official interpretations, listeners are free to connect the music to their own lives, making every song feel deeply personal regardless of its original inspiration. That emotional openness has become one of the defining characteristics of the romantic. Rather than providing simple answers, the album invites reflection. Each listener experiences the songs differently. For some, they represent hope. For others, they evoke memories of past relationships. And for many fans, they simply showcase Bruno Mars at the peak of his artistic abilities. Meanwhile, the romantic tour continues reinforcing the album's extraordinary reputation. Stadium crowds across multiple countries have responded enthusiastically to the new material, often singing every word alongside Bruno Mars. Videos from these performances regularly accumulate millions of views within hours, introducing the songs to even wider audiences around the world. Concertgoers frequently describe the live performances as even more emotional than the studio recordings. Bruno Mars' stage presence, combined with his live vocals and dynamic band, transforms each performance into an unforgettable experience that strengthens the audience's connection to the music. Industry analysts believe these concerts have played a significant role in sustaining the album's commercial momentum. Every sold-out show generates another wave of streaming activity, proving that live performances remain one of the most effective ways to extend an album's lifespan. At the same time, Jessica Caban continues receiving quiet admiration from many fans who respect the couple's commitment to maintaining privacy. Rather than chasing headlines, both have consistently demonstrated that a successful relationship does not require constant public validation. This contrast has become increasingly rare within modern entertainment. While many celebrities document every aspect of their personal lives online, Bruno Mars and Jessica Caban have chosen a different path. One based on discretion, mutual respect, and allowing their accomplishments to speak for themselves. As a result, every rare public appearance together attracts significant media attention, not because they seek publicity, but because they have successfully preserved an element of mystery that audiences find genuinely intriguing. Looking toward the future, excitement continues building around what Bruno Mars might accomplish next. Fans eagerly await additional music videos, possible collaborations, future award nominations, and the remaining performances scheduled for the romantic tour. Industry experts also speculate that several songs from the album could enjoy renewed popularity as new audiences continue discovering the project throughout the year. Regardless of what happens next, one conclusion has become increasingly clear. The Romantic is no longer simply another successful Bruno Mars album. It has become a cultural moment. Its music continues inspiring discussions about love, relationships, artistic growth, and the balance between public success and private happiness. Whether Jessica Caban directly inspired any of the album's lyrics may ultimately remain a mystery known only to Bruno Mars himself. Yet perhaps that unanswered question is part of what makes the album so compelling. Great music often leaves room for imagination, allowing listeners to create their own interpretations instead of receiving definitive explanations. For now, Bruno Mars continues doing exactly what he has done throughout his career, creating music that resonates across generations, breaks records around the world, and reminds audiences why genuine artistry never goes out of style. And as the Romantic continues writing its own remarkable success story, fans everywhere will be watching closely to see what extraordinary milestone comes next. As the Romantic continues to dominate headlines, music executives are beginning to describe the project as one of the strongest long-term album campaigns of the decade. While many releases enjoy explosive first-week sales before gradually disappearing from public conversation, Bruno Mars has achieved something much more difficult, keeping audiences engaged month after month. According to industry observers, this sustained momentum reflects careful planning, as well as the enduring appeal of Bruno Mars' music. Every major performance, interview, and tour stop has renewed interest in the album, creating a continuous cycle that keeps both longtime fans and new listeners invested. One reason for this ongoing success is Bruno Mars' reputation for quality over quantity. Unlike artists who release multiple projects within a short period, Bruno has historically taken his time between albums. That patience has created an expectation among fans that every release will deliver memorable songwriting, polished production, and timeless performances. With The Romantic, many believe he has once again lived up to those expectations. Listeners frequently describe the album as cinematic, emotionally rich, and carefully crafted from beginning to end. Rather than presenting a random collection of songs, the record unfolds like a story, taking audiences through moments of optimism, uncertainty, heartbreak, hope, and lasting commitment. That storytelling has inspired thousands of conversations online. Fans continue sharing their favorite lyrics, discussing hidden meanings, and explaining how different songs relate to their own personal experiences. This emotional engagement has become one of the album's greatest strengths because it encourages listeners to return repeatedly instead of moving on after a single listen. At the same time, curiosity surrounding Bruno Mars' private life continues to grow. Jessica Caban remains an important part of those discussions, Even though she rarely makes public statements about their relationship, fans often point out that maintaining a long-term partnership while navigating global fame is no easy accomplishment. For many, that stability reflects a level of maturity that also appears throughout the romantic. Entertainment commentators have noted that Bruno Mars has consistently separated his artistic career from his personal relationships. Throughout years of international success, he has avoided turning his private life into promotional material, preferring instead to let his music stand on its own. This approach has earned respect from many within the entertainment industry. Rather than creating headlines through controversy, Bruno Mars continues building his reputation through performances, songwriting, and professionalism. Jessica Caban has followed a similarly private path. Although she occasionally appears alongside Bruno Mars during significant moments, she generally avoids becoming the center of media attention. Fans have often praised her for supporting Bruno's career without seeking unnecessary publicity, helping the couple maintain a relationship that has lasted through multiple eras of Bruno's extraordinary success. That quiet support has become another reason many fans admire the couple. Even without frequent interviews or public declarations, their relationship continues attracting attention because of its consistency. Some fans believe that consistency mirrors the central themes explored throughout the romantic. Others caution against assuming that every romantic lyric reflects Bruno Mars' real life, emphasizing that great songwriters often blend personal experiences with imagination and fictional storytelling. Without confirmation from Bruno Mars himself, those questions remain unanswered, and perhaps they always will. Ironically, the mystery surrounding the album has only strengthened its popularity. Listeners continue revisiting songs, searching for emotional details they may have missed during earlier listens. Every replay reveals another subtle vocal performance, another thoughtful lyric, or another musical arrangement that showcases Bruno Mars' remarkable attention to detail. Music producers have also praised the album's sophisticated production quality. The combination of live instrumentation, layered harmonies, vintage influences, and modern recording techniques has created a sound that feels both contemporary and timeless. That balance has helped the romantic appeal to audiences across different generations. Younger listeners appreciate the fresh production, while longtime fans recognize echoes of classic soul, funk, and rhythm and blues that have influenced Bruno Mars throughout his career. Meanwhile, I Just Might continues standing at the center of the album's remarkable journey. The single has become more than just a commercial success. It has evolved into one of Bruno Mars' signature songs of the modern era, regularly appearing in playlists, radio programming, and fan-created videos across social media platforms. Many concert attendees describe hearing the song performed live as one of the emotional highlights of the romantic tour. Stadium crowds often sing every lyric together, creating unforgettable moments that quickly spread online through viral videos. These shared experiences have transformed the song into something larger than a chart hit. It has become a soundtrack for countless personal memories.